Your Country 1039 KGRT, Kane Brown, Caitlin Brown, and thank God.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's right, it is question of the day time, and our question of the day comes from an article by Best Life that reveals the 5-second rule is fake. Yes, that's right. Dr. Soma Mandal from the Summit Health says when food comes into contact with a contaminated surface, it can pick up harmful bacteria immediately in less than a single second. It is generally not recommended to adhere to the 5-second rule to determine whether food is safe to eat or not. If food does not come into contact with a contaminated surface, it is best to discard that risk instead of taking a chance on that. So yeah, apparently the 5-second rule does not exist. So every 8-year-old's world has just had their mind blown, I guess. And supposedly she did a study on this whole thing. So, well, I'm going to say, okay, maybe that could be the case. As I've gotten older, 5-second rule isn't something that I follow for the most part. But have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? That is our question of the day. That's right. Have you ever dropped something and went, picked it up and, just ate it? That's the 5-second rule, right? It's good for 5 seconds. So I think Mythbusters actually did a little something on this back in the day, but I can't remember what their conclusion was. But then once again, I'm looking for your answers now for our question of the day. Have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? Go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages right now, YouTube, Twitter, and FaceTime. So if you want to FaceTime Facebook, if you want to go ahead and head over there, you can leave comments in our pages there as well. So absolutely, let me know your answers to our question of the day. Have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? That is our question of the day. Okay, exclusively up on our social media pages right now. And like I said, when I was a kid, 5-second rule was fully enforced, I think, by all of my friends as well. And I think probably I most recently did it probably with like a chicken nugget or something, Yeah, those things are tasty, so you don't want to give those up. But have you taken advantage of the 5-second rule? I guess what? Now, let's be honest. If I drop some spaghetti on the carpet, that's not getting picked up. Yeah. And this is something I just got a text message that said, yeah, get it before the critters do. If you have dogs, the 5-second rule usually does not apply because as soon as you drop any food, they are on it like that. So good point, sir. Or, I'm not sure phone number there, no names. But yeah, good point there about the critters getting the food right there. Hopefully they are dogs and cats, not any other types of critters, because that's a little scary. But yeah, the 5-second rule, got to make sure that you grab it before they do. So let's see. Tink says, in the ER, we never used to use the 5-second rule. We just threw it away. Well, that's in the ER, and I hate to say this, but, they do a pretty good job of trying to keep things clean in the ER, but still, you're dropping things in the emergency room right there. I would be a little bit wary about picking that up as well. But what about at home? At home? Maybe at work? No, definitely not at work. Definitely not at work. But what is your answer to our question of the day? Once again, leave your comments. Question of the day: have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? All this because a Dr. Soma Mandal did a little study and says that the 5-second rule is fake. Like I said, Mythbusters did something on this, and I can't remember what their conclusion was, but I have a feeling it might have been the same, might not have been the same, but like I said, it also depends on what you drop. If you're dropping chicken nuggets, maybe. If you're dropping bacon, if you're dropping spaghetti, nope. Anything that's wet and mushy, that's just going to get cleaned up, I think. So 5-second rule, candy? Depends on the candy, I guess, as well. But go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. Have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? Let's take a look at what's going on in and around the world today. Apparently, the Ukrainian government is using Mark Hamill's voice or it's air raid alert. Mark actually comes on saying, attention, air raid alert, proceed to the nearest shelter, which, Jedi mind trick, get everybody to go. I can see that happening. Also saw that the state of Arkansas is suing TikTok and Facebook for exposing teens to damaged content with their apps. Good luck with that one right there. Somehow I don't feel like that's going to do much of anything. Also saw the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration is investigating Tesla because apparently their SUV seatbelts are disconnecting on their own. Robot overlords? I'm not sure. And this one, I'm going to say this right now. If you have to finance your phone, you shouldn't be buying that phone. Apple is launching a buy now, pay later service in the U.S. The company will allow people to pay for their purchase with 4 payments over 6 weeks. The service is similar to the buy now, pay later service used at car lots. Once again, if you have to finance your phone, you should probably be looking at a less expensive phone. I refuse to pay a ton of money for a phone, but that's just me. That's just me. And oh, by the way, if you were a gambler and you actually picked this year's Final Four of Miami, San Diego State, UConn, and Florida Atlantic, you could have won $4.4 million. I'm not that good. I wish I could have a little crystal ball to go ahead and see how all the brackets were going to get busted this year, because that would have been pretty nice for my pocketbook, but did not happen. No crystal ball here, that's for sure. Once again, my friends, we are looking for your answers to our question of the day. Have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? Tink says that never used it in the 5-second rule in the ER. You just throw it away. Once again, that's the ER. There's germs and stuff around there. And somebody sent in a text, says, yeah, get it before the critters do. Yeah, got to watch out for those dogs and cats. They're pretty quick on anything that happens to hit the floor. Once again, your question of the day, have you ever taken advantage of the 5-second rule? Go ahead and let me know your answers, 575-523-KGRT, or go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments below.